In life, we bloom while pulling petals. You know how pretty that flower is once that bloom opens up? And you're like, ooh, that is so pretty. Let me smell it. Usually I'll pretty much smell similar, that little faint smell, but you get it. You like you happy that you got those flowers. You were happy to see them. You smell them. You had the full experience, and that flower to me is like life. However, I see it like this: we bloom once we start pulling our petals. That's when we truly bloom. Um, I could say at 18, I was a flower, but I hadn't pulled many petals. So that means I was inexperienced, maybe a tad bit of, I don't know, naive, gullible, green. Okay. Different stages, different ages of your life, there are going to be some things that take place. They call them trials, tribulations, ups, down, um, sometimes karma, what have you. But in life, these things happen and they're out of our control. So I just want this to be like a safe place for you to come and we can just discuss, you know, how to get through some of this stuff. Because that's when our life really blooms, when we start pulling those petals. When you go through trials, at a younger age, you go through things, you learn. So by the time, maybe 5, 6 years, if that opportunity or that situation presents itself, you will react differently because you've been through it. And that's when you're starting to bloom. But you had to, some petals had to come off. You probably got your feelings hurt. You probably lost. You probably tried to do something and you felt like a failure. It didn't work out right then at that moment, at that time. I've experienced that through my life several times. But I never give up. I keep going. That's my own personal, that's just what I do. And I would encourage you to do the same, no matter what. Just continue to go. Just continue to try and see what happens. Don't give up. Whether you're changing things or you're sticking to the same thing, there's no script in your life. The number one thing is to pull those petals and learn from them. And that's when you're going to start blossoming. That's when you bloom.